Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm so excited to get to share with you a few new products to this Queen & Co shop. Queen & Co has came out with some fantastic new products in the shop, and I get to share with you a few of them. Starting off with this stamp and die combo set. It is called Sentiment Stackers number 1. Now you get a little stamp set that coordinates with each of the sentiment dies, and you also get a shadow die. Fun sentiments, you had celebrate, thank you, merry and bright. So I actually die cut everything out. I wanted to show you what they look like, but they're super pretty. And again, the black is the outline shadow die, and then the yellow is actually the word die. But you can see you can mix and match your sentiments with the stamp set. You have It's Your Day, Thinking of You. You have You're Fantastic. You can go with mom and her dad. Great for Mother's Day, Father's Day. You can even make invitations with this, which I thought was so fun. You even get Thinking of You and With Sympathy. So it's a very versatile stamp and die set, and I'm so excited I get to play with it today. Now also included, well, it's not included, but also available over the Queen & Co shop are some brand new embellishments. And I am so excited to play with these. I love flowers, and so these are super pretty. They're called daisy flowers. And they come in a rainbow of colors. For today's card, I'm just going to use three different packages. You have the pinks, the oranges, and the yellows. But these are a stiff felt, and they are not too bulky at all, so they will fit through your card envelopes beautifully. So we're going to use these today. We'll set everything aside and get to stamping our sentiment. Now, using my little felt daisies as a guide, I picked some Copic markers that kind of coordinated as close to those daisy colors as I could get them. I listed the colors that I used up in the right hand corner for you guys, but I want to kind of create a bright cheery rainbow with these colors, and so I'm just going to continue along this white piece of cardstock, just making sure it's the length of my Celebrate sentiment die. I want to apologize ahead of time. I still have a little bit of a bug, and runny nose and tissues. You wouldn't believe how many tissues I've went through. So I'm getting better, but I still have sniffly nose, so I apologize for that. Okay, we are going to take the Celebrate die, add it over our little rainbow, and then we're going to take a piece of vellum, and using the shadow die, we'll cut out our shadow Celebrate. Now, these dies I found were super duper neat because you can do so much with them. You have the shadow die here, but you can also use the negative piece because the letters die cut out basically separated, and when they're not attached and they are separated, I think they create a more legible negative piece. So you can use the positive and the negative. Like for the Celebrate, a few of the letters are together, like the E and the L and the B, the E and the L and the E and the B. And the T and the E, the R and the A are separated. But you can see that negative piece over there, how clear it is, and it creates a real fun effect. And if you wanted to take the shadow die and put it over the negative piece and die cut that out, that's another option too. For today's card, I thought we'd just use the vellum shadow with our Celebrate word. And I love the rainbow color. I think it's bright and cheery. I'm just using my glue to attach my letters to my vellum here. Once we have that done, I did trim down my negative piece. I wanted to show you how neat that looked. Now that was just using my paper trimmer, but if you wanted to use the shadow die on that, you could too. But we're going to use the vellum Celebrate, like I said. Okay, we're going to stamp the rest of our sentiment. I chose It's Your Day. I'm inking it up with some VersaFine Onyx black ink and stamping it on white cardstock. And then also new to the Queen & Co shop are some foundation dies. This is a fantastic die set. It's a basic die set for card making. I think it's wonderful because it has a little bit of everything. You have banners, you have stitched sentiment banners, stars, you have hearts, you have flowers. It's a great, even scalloped panels, which is great. For today's card, I'm using the smallest banner die to cut out my It's a Day. And then I'm also going to cut out a large fishtail banner. We're going to use this landscape style today. I'm going to adhere this with a piece of foam tape on a panel that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. kind of lowering it a little bit. We don't want it centered. Now I thought it'd be fun to tuck a couple of the flowers on the very top of the banner and then on the bottom. And I wanted them to kind of trail down from top left to bottom right. And I just love these colors. I think they're bright and cheery. I already added foam tape behind my Celebrate. I added thin strips just so you can see it behind my vellum. I'm going to go ahead and add that. And then I added a piece of foam tape behind my It's Your Day sentiment here. We're going to lower it just a little bit, make it a little more balanced. But I went ahead and adhered my felt flowers just using some glue dots, and they adhered beautifully. Once I was happy with the placement, I played around with it for a little while. Okay, now to give it some sparkle, new to the Queen & Co shop are these little bullseye embellishments. They are so gorgeous and super sparkly, and they're the perfect center size for the center of my flowers. I'm just going to add a few pinks and reds and oranges to the center of my flowers, making it bright and cheery. We'll take this panel and add some tape behind it, and we'll adhere this in the center of a card base that measures 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. If you have somebody that has a spring birthday, I think this would be perfect for that. For a little bit of sparkle on my sentiment, I'm going to bring in my Nuvo Aqua Shimmer pen and go over my Celebrate. And then, since there was no other black on my card, I'm going to take a black marker. It's a fine tip marker, and I'm just going to add a few dots around my flowers, kind of doing some controlled splatter. But this is going to help balance that black, that bold black It's Your Day sentiment. But that's my card for today, guys. I encourage you to check out all the new items over at the Queen & Co shop. Super fun, not only for shaker cards, but a variety of elements. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you a lovely day, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.